Notion just randomly had an update, and here are some changes that I noticed. The most obvious one is the database tabs now looks different. This is how it used to look like, and this is how it looks like now. There is more of the rounded look and the highlight around it, which I think it looks a lot cleaner. The second improvement is on this part here. If you click on add property, you'll notice that the UI changed a lot. I know a lot of people don't like this part here, but I personally think that once you get used to the UI changes, it'll be a lot faster to add a property. Because for the old one, it's basically impossible or not practical to just keep scrolling until you find the properties that you want. But now you can pretty much see all of the properties in one single page. And once you get used to the location of each property, all you have to do is now just type the property name and just select the type that you want. If I'm not mistaken, the properties section is based on suggested, and then the basic property, then the advanced property, then the smart property, and then finally the connections at the bottom. The properties interface has also been changed. You see that this is how it used to look like last time, and this is how it looks like now. I personally like this a lot more. I especially like the insert left and insert right button. It just makes it so you can add properties a lot faster. Another one of my favorite is definitely the group button here. You just have to select the property, click on group, and it will group based on the property that you select. But of course, if you need more settings on the grouping, you can go to the settings here, go to group, and then change the settings based on your needs. But one small complaint that I have on this update is when you click on the property and then you calculate, let's say count all, you'll notice that the number is just so small and I don't even know how people can actually read it. So I hope this is just a small oversight on their part and it's not something that's going to be permanent, because as of now this is literally impossible to read. Alright, another change is you'll notice that there is a settings button here. It's no longer the weird 3 dots like this. So when you click on it, you'll see that there is now sections to the settings. So the top one will be your view settings and the bottom would be your database settings. Other than this weird thing where there is one property visibility and then another one for edit properties, I feel like that's a little bit redundant. But other than that, I think it looks a lot more organized now. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the margins on the top and the bottom of the row has been increased. So now it takes up a little more space to make it look a little cleaner. And if I'm not mistaken, the font size in board view has also been increased a little. This could be me literally tweaking out, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Also, did you notice another change? If I delete the board view here and there is only one view left, you'll see that there is no more the tab on top here. Now if you want to add another view, the plus icon is now right beside the database name. But if you hide the database title, then the table view will be shown again. This might confuse newer users, but I think it's actually a nice change because it takes up a lesser space and you can just cram more things inside one single page. Speaking of space, if let's say now you have an empty database, you'll notice that now it takes up 3 rows instead of just 1. I'm pretty sure previously it takes up only 1 row, but anyways, this just looks very weird. And when you add a filter and it comes up as empty, you'll see that it just takes up a whole entire, like, I don't even know how many rows is this, but it just takes up a huge amount of space. It's fine if you only have one database, but on like my UltiGame template, like bro, this looks so ugly. I just really wish they changed this. Alright, so here are a few more minor changes that I noticed. So now you have a minimize button to just hide the entire right section. Another annoying thing is that now that you want to add new page, you must click on the left side here on the new page word. You can no longer click on the entire line, which I just find this update a little pointless. So this is how it used to look like. There is barely any difference, so it doesn't save any space, it doesn't look any better. I don't see the point of forcing us to go all the way here just to create a new page. I really hate to bash on the new update because I really appreciate what Notion has done for us, but please revert this back to normal. Alright, another update is on the settings here, and then if you go to public pages, you'll see that there is now a new settings right here. Always show published banner on sites. This is basically just the blue box on top here. I think having it off just looks a lot better, and you'll notice that when it's off, you'll still know that it's actually published based on the blue icon on top. I'm not sure if this was here already on the previous updates, but this definitely just makes it a lot cleaner. Okay, another update that I'm not sure whether it's already included in the previous update or not is this count feature here. Last time when you want to do something similar to the count function, you would have to go like this and then you filter it out. Then let's say I would use the completed checkbox. Then finally I would use the length function. So you can see I got 3 as the counter, 1, 2, 3. But now it's a lot more simpler. All you have to do is just records, count, and then the condition would be current completed. So it's pretty much the exact same thing as the length, except now it's just a lot more condensed and shorter. Honestly, one thing I wish Notion would do is make some kind of documentation on the updates that they have released, but on the bright side, at least we get frequent updates and it shows Notion is working hard. If you haven't seen the past update, click on this video to get up to date. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.